Let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever seen a character from a series and just instantly thought to yourself, I'm going to really like this show? Because that's how I felt when I saw Shikimori-san for the first time. Now, full transparency. I remember this series from a couple months ago when we got the first initial trailer, and right away I could tell that I was really going to like this show. Something about it just screamed to me that I'm going to really like this character. And that absolutely ended up being the case. Because welcome back today, guys. Today, we are reviewing episode 1 of Shikimori is Not Just a Cutie. And man, I gotta say, it was a very good, solid episode all the way through. The animation was very good. The characters are entertaining enough, and you can just feel that there's some passion in this series. But unfortunately, there are some problems that we'll get into in a bit. But let's focus on the positives first. First off, like I said, the animation is really good. You can tell they put a lot of effort into the animation. It's nothing like mind blowing, but you can tell it's just quality. You can tell that they put a consistent amount of quality throughout the series because I think the backgrounds are animated well. I think the character designs are very good. They're very appealing, you know? They draw you in, especially Shikimori's. I really feel that way. I've already seen a lot of people saying she's going to be the girl of the season, which is probably true. But she's got some stiff competition for like best girl of the year, and y'all know why. But let's get into a little bit of the story before we talk about the negatives, because unfortunately there definitely are some. So we have our two characters, our two main characters really, Izumi and Shikimori. Now Izumi, for all intents and purposes, is let's just call him a bit of a klutz, you know, because he seems to get in trouble. He is a trouble magnet through and through. No matter what he does, he just can't seem to escape some trouble. Whether it's walking down the street and tripping over a rock or almost getting hit by a car multiple times, he just seems like a really unlucky guy. And but he has one good quality about him, honestly, and that is his girlfriend, Shikimori. Now, Shikimori is a beautiful girl, very beautiful girl, admired by everyone around her. But she has a secret side that doesn't get shown that often, and that's the fact that she is a very cool person, very protective of Izumi. And it gets shown multiple times in this episode, and it's a very adorable concept if you think about it. I think the naming of this show is actually quite good when you think about what happens in the show, because we get to see little bits of Shikimori's personality throughout this episode, and she normally seems like a very calm and collected person, but she has these moments where she becomes a total badass. And we see that when she saves Izumi multiple times in this episode. And I gotta say, just right away, that I feel like this is gonna be just a fun series to watch, you know? I don't think it's anything to take too seriously. But not all shows have to be taken seriously, you know? I think this is just gonna be a fun time through and through. And like I was saying, the animation is very good. You can see that they put a lot of effort into it. But that brings me to my next point. Now, you see, I think literally a day before the show came out, it was revealed on social media that the series has had a bunch of production issues. They're running into issues because a lot of the workers that worked on this show have gotten sick, and it's spreading around. I believe it's Doga Kobo, that the company that makes Shikimori. I believe that a bunch of employees have actually gotten sick there, and it's kind of hurt the production a bit of the series, which is a shame, because this really highlights a problem that we see in the industry to this day, One that I feel like a lot of us need to start addressing more and trying to rectify, and that is overwork in Japan. Now, you see, this is quite a big problem that we've had in the industry for a long time. That the companies over in Japan, they value their work so much more than their own health. And because of that, the work kind of suffers. But that's not even the problem. The problem is that they don't take care of themselves well enough. They work so extremely hard on things that they let their own health slip. And you can see that in this series. Like, just the ending of the show itself, the ending song is amazing, you know? You can tell they put a lot of effort into that ending because it's an endless, it's kind of like that one game that blew up a couple years ago, like Vault Run or Treasure Run or something, where it's like an endless running game and she just has to constantly protect him from things. And you can tell they put a lot of effort and thought into that. I think it's very well done, but it worries me to think about it. Once I heard that on social media, once I saw that, it does worry me a bit that the series might start suffering because of this. And more importantly, that people themselves are suffering because of overwork. They're getting themselves sick, and that's just a problem I feel like we need to address and try to rectify soon. Because as much as we love these series, like, they're not worth people killing themselves over, basically overworking themselves to death for this kind of stuff. So that's a problem we very much need to, as a community, as the anime community as a whole, need to try to rectify and fix up a bit. But besides all that, like I was saying, you can tell the series is quality and that it's going to be a fun ride, you know? Shikimori is definitely not just a cutie. She's a badass through and through. And I can tell lots of cute situations are going to happen throughout this show. You can just tell right away from the first episode. Just seeing their interactions together, it's quite adorable. I think this is going to be I think this will flat out be a smash hit of the spring season. Now, will she take Marin's throne? I don't know quite yet. Because she's got some stiff competition with Spy X Family and Kaguya-sama in the same season. But after episode 1, I feel like we're in good hands. So hopefully they can get these production issues fixed and can continue to keep the same quality level as episode 1 because it was incredible. Now, if they have to delay the series for a bit, kind of like what they did with 86 recently, just for a while, so they can sort out the kinks and make sure that everyone working on it is in good health and ready to go, it would be unfortunate, but I feel like it would help the series and the people behind it more as a whole. So I'm very much hoping that happens. But you guys let me know what you thought of the first episode. Because, you know, I thought it was a great start to a series. It gives us our characters, it gives us our concept, and it gives us how they interact with each other. So it gives us a very good feel of what to expect moving forward in the show. And lots of adorable situations, I'm sure, are going to happen. So you guys let me know what you thought about it in the comments. I'm very curious to know. Do you think Shikimori is better than Marin already? I genuinely want to know. That's our question of the day right there. You let me know. Who do you like more? I know we only have one episode, but people are really discussing this. It's kind of funny, honestly. So you let me know your thoughts on that and what you thought of the episode as a whole. So far, I would give this series a nice solid 8 out of 10 so far, just off of episode 1. Because I like the concept. I thought the execution was very good, and the animation is good. So here's to hoping the quality stays the same and to good health for everyone involved in the series. But yeah, guys, I think that'll be it for today's episode, you know? There wasn't really too much to talk about in this series. I don't know if I'll do this show weekly, because I don't know if there's going to be enough to talk about weekly, honestly. It's one of these series, you know, where it's incredibly fun to watch, but there's really not going to be anything super meaningful to discuss. But you guys let me know. I would be more than happy to review this series for you guys, so let me know down below. But yeah, that'll be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you guys have a great day, week, month, and year. And until next time, deuces, and have a blessed day.